we're not almost there.
Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to do a reaction to Greg Doucette's reaction to Athlean X being so damn lean. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, so I'm Team Massive, and if you want to join Team Massive, you can check out the link down below. This morning, we were talking about Greg Doucette and his video about Athlean X, and more than a fair share of people agreed with him. I agree that basically the video was talking about how Jeff is super lean and the major problem in the fitness world, and Jeff's degree of leanness is, I don't know that I'd call it a problem, but I would call it a really tough standard. And I will say leanness, in reality, it's not a measure of your fitness. It's not a measure of your strength. It's not really a measure of anything other than your ability not to eat food. So as far as from a fitness standpoint, I don't really, most of the people I work with, most of the people I talk with that like to lift, that like to run, that like to be active and take care of themselves, don't really care about being super lean. So I think in a way, Jeff's body standard feeds into those that really do, that are seeking some kind of unhealthy or, maybe even standard, or maybe even dealing with body dysmorphia, but that's up for debate. But what we got into on the Team Massive discussion just a little bit was is this really the biggest problem in the fitness industry? Is Jeff's leanness really the biggest problem in the fitness industry? I'm not necessarily saying that's what Greg Doucette said, that it was the biggest problem. I think he kind of phrased it that Athlean X was the OG problem, the original problem in the fitness industry. But I would say, there were guys before him like Ask Scooby who would run around pretty lean with their shirt off. Scooby wasn't 5.8%, but he was always lean. So we've always had that. Look, the reality of social media fitness is, if you want views, all you need to, for a man, all you need to do is be able to get lean and take your shirt off. It's a magic lever. You get that, if you get that degree of leanness, if you get a quality degree of leanness and you take your shirt off, you get views and subscribers. It is what it is. I'm not being critical of that. That's just the reality. And because this is a reality, it tells us there's a whole army or a whole crowd of people out there that react to this. So is it Jeff's fault? I don't know. We also have millions and millions of people that react to bunk supplements, right? That react to bunk supplements. So I don't know. Greg Doucette's kind of in the supplement world as well. So you can kind of pick and choose, who you feel is pulling the lever. But whatever lever is being pulled, we do know that being lean and taking your shirt off, you can pull that lever and you're going to have a million people marching behind you. It's no different than saying, hey, I have a magic supplement that's going to build a lot of muscle. Pull the lever, come follow behind me. But anyway, is it the biggest problem in the fitness industry? Is Jeff's leanness the biggest problem in the fitness industry? Well, I'm kind of torn on this, and I'm not trying to attack anybody here. I'm just trying to process this. But, we do live in a world where obesity is a huge issue. So encouraging people to be a little bit more lean like Jeff is doing, I don't see that as a bad thing. But really, no one's going to be Jeff Cavalier lean. That requires, in my opinion, obviously a very unbalanced lifestyle. Now, I'm not going to go out and tell Jeff how to live his life. If that's how he wants to live his life, go right ahead. Do I believe that's a little bit better than being completely unbalanced and eating Kentucky Fried Chicken and Cokes and cakes and pies all day long? Well, you tell me. But everybody has the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want to do. So I don't really care if he wants to stay lean. The point of this video is, What is the big problem in the fitness industry? Is it Jeff Cavalier's leanness? The real big problem in the fitness industry is misinformation. It's bad information. And it pervades the fitness industry, the lifting industry, the nutrition industry. We get all these, just look at nutrition, for example. We all have all these warring, we have all these sides and these diets, and everyone's kind of fighting against each other, in some way, shape, or form, right? It's kind of reality. The paleo diet and the carnivore diet and the vegan diet. And it's not that the people that, the big figureheads that are behind these diets are necessarily doing this, but you see so much discussion and debate. And really, in my opinion, we need to de-escalate that a little bit, because we create a lot of misinformation, a lot of things that take people down the wrong paths or waste their time. The same thing with lifting. In lifting, you have certain pillars of success, right? If you look at, and this is something I've tried to do over the years, if you look at 10,000 lifters that have been successful, and you can get confused, because you're like, they're all doing things a different way. They're all doing things a different way, right? Well, there's two ways of processing that. You can be a cherry picker, and you can look at one or two or a small handful of these 10,000 people and say, they did it this way, that way, for that reason, this is the best way, or this is the way, or this is the exciting new shiny way. That's disingenuous. That's not scientific. And that's, it's creating misinformation or bad information. The best way to look at things from a scientific standpoint, and just from a fucking common sense standpoint, is if you have a pool of 10,000 people, what are the commonalities? That's what I tried to put together in my book, Massive Iron. And obviously it needs some updating, but what are the commonalities? They're consistent. They live and breathe this stuff. They're a lot stronger than they are now, et cetera, et cetera. So if you look at the commonalities of muscle building, we can kind of figure out what the basic pillars are of success. And we don't have to look at the fringe, right? We understand if we have the basic pillars of success in play, then we're going to be successful at lifting. No matter if we go the DC, rest pause route, or the 5x5, do your fives route, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. And really the same thing for diet. If you want to see somebody that has a reasonably fit physique, they're not overweight. Like for a male, once you start to develop, love handles and some lower back fat and some lower stomach fat, you're starting to get a little bit up there in body fat percentage. So if you look at men and women that are in reasonably good shape from a body fat percentage, they take care of themselves, and you're looking at their diet, look at the commonalities. Don't look at the vegans and assume the veganism drove this, or the carnivores and assume the carnivore diet drove this, or the paleo and assume the paleo diet drove this, or look at the keto and assume the keto diet drove, powered this. Look at all of these, and what are the commonalities? These people are relying on plant-based foods, and they're relying on animal-based foods, and they're not relying on processed crap. Those are the commonalities. So if we really want to talk about the fitness industry and health and fitness in general, and what the worst offender is, it is misinformation. It's people that don't look at the bigger picture and analyze what are the commonalities in lifting, what are the commonalities of success in lifting, what are the commonalities of success in dieting. Instead, we poke out and focus on fringe stuff and pull people down rabbit trails for things and get them to do things they really don't need to do. So I don't know what's the end cap here. I wouldn't consider Jeff Cavalier the worst problem in the fitness industry. The worst problem is people that don't look at the big picture when it comes to lifting, when it comes to nutrition, and they pull people down rabbit trails and waste their damn time. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.